Good evening, everyone. Hello from Norma and Jill of Jill and Norma's Psychic Art page on Facebook. I hope you're all well. Norma and I are well, are we?
Yeah,
we're well. We've both had quite a stressful day. So we'll just say good evening to some people. I want to know who's gone early. And if you know what I mean by that, who's got the tree up early? I do. Do you, Norma? Have you got your tree up? Oh, you've got your tree up as well. So if you've got your tree up, well done. If you don't worry about it. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. Okay, but we're happy to hear everyone this evening. So 1st of December, we're into that month, okay? Nights are getting dark, but the lights are nice and bright and shiny. So we're hoping to bring you some Christmas cheer this evening. I've got my little candle in the background whirling about. I've got my sparkly nails on. So we hope to bring you a little bit of love and light this evening, okay? If you haven't seen us before, we're Jill and Norma of Jill and Norma's Psychic Art page on Facebook. You'll get us on Facebook. Just before we start, we're doing a big Christmas night on our page, like a divine service. If you've ever been to a spiritualist church, a divine service, we do an opening prayer, we do a bit of healing, and then we do an evening of readings. There will be a raffle to win a group evening with Norma and I. A group evening is where we give you a night with us, an exclusive night with us, just like this face-to-face on camera, for yourself and 4 guests. So if you're interested in popping on our page and buying a raffle ticket, we also have some lovely gifts that have been given to us from friends of ours for a gift shop that sells all sorts of spiritual things, a sound bath therapy session, Reiki, all these different things. So if you're interested, pop on the Jill and Norma Psychic Art page and you could be in with a chance of, and a free reading with Norma and a free reading with me. And we will be giving it to some lovely causes close to our heart. Okay, so we'll just say good evening to some people here on SPTV, live streamed on YouTube. Hi Zahira, lovely to see you this evening. I hope you're well. There's a favourite. Yvonne, hello Yvonne. Yep. I bet Yvonne's got a tree up. I'll put money on it. Yvonne's got a tree up. She's a go early kind of girl. Shona Hamilton, hi Shona. Who else have we got this evening? Lots of smiley. Heather Valentine. Hi. Yes, we're all well, thank you. Oh, there's Jason. Seen that name before. Do you want to say hello to some people, Norma?
Yeah, I'm just looking at them as it's popping up. There's Shelley Hall.
I think we've got matching glasses this evening, Norma. Lovely. Yeah. Burgundy ones. Hi, June.
June.
June Malkin, she comes on every week. Julie Johnson. Hiya, how are you all doing this evening?
From everybody. There's Mary Dixie saying good evening to you as well, Richard. From everybody. There's Rhonda. Good evening, Rhonda.
Yeah, I'm just going to give a shout out to Wendy Payne. I've not seen her in a while. I'm hoping she's... Wendy, if you're watching, I hope you're okay. I gave you a bit of a thought today. Normally we see you every morning on our page. So Wendy, if you're watching, or anyone that knows Wendy, if she's not feeling herself a bit under the weather, can you let her know we're all asking for her, please? Christine Davis, hiya. Yeah. Richard was just, Richard's thinking about you as well because he's not seen you either. Hi, Alison. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, we normally get a lovely good morning.
She's up tonight, coffee pouring, looking forward to tonight.
Yay, that's a girl, Yvonne.
Do you know it's me and Jill it's on?
Hi, Cherie. Cherie, do you have your tree up in Australia? I hope you do. Lynn, hi, Lynn. Hope you're well. Okay. And Christine, hi. Christine comes on our page as well. Hazel Harrison, hello Hazel. She's saying good evening to Richard and everyone. Lindsay Cato and everyone in the chat group. I know you've got a lovely chat going there. I posted up on the fan page earlier some of the pictures that I've got for tonight, so I hope some of you pop on if you've seen that. Oh, she's been a bit down. That'll be Wendy. Well, do you know what? we're all thinking about Wendy. If you watch this back on your own, I hope this uplifts you that the first name we all thought of tonight was yours, and we're all sending you a bit of love, especially at this time of year, because I know that I'm coming on here tonight saying, yay, we've all got our lights up, but I know that it's not a great time for everyone. So we think about those that don't really feel it at Christmas as well. Okay, maybe the darker nights come in and it's not always got good memories, or it brings in memories of people that aren't here. But thank you, Mary, for letting us know how Wendy is, and we'll pass our love on to Wendy, okay? We'll dedicate all the love and healing tonight. Oh, Cherie's going to send her a check, and thank you, Cherie. Let her know she was brought up on SPTV tonight. That's how much she's loved. She's a big contributor, Wendy. Really, really positive person. Okay. Do you want to go first tonight, Norma?
I'm just looking at the names. I'll just
okay. Okay, I'm going to scratch my nose here. Somebody. If not, I'm not fussed. Okay, right, the comments will come up automatically for us, so we'll be able to see who's on. The way that Norma and I work, hi Linda, the way that Norma and I work is we're drawn to a name or drawn to a picture on your profile. So that's how we work. And if we come to you, can we get a yes, a no, or I don't know? Can you answer to the question that we've given you, or the piece of evidence that we've given you? Hi Maria, for example, if I said, I have a mother here and she's got a black cat, you can say, yeah, my mother's in spirit, but she didn't have a cat. But try and answer as quickly as you possibly can, okay, and let us know that you're there, okay? So I'm going to turn it over to Norma to pick someone to read now, okay?
I got drawn to Yvonne Riley there.
Mm-hmm.
I just got drawn to her, and so Yvonne Riley, will you pop up there?
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
When I'm getting drawn to you, there's actually a lady just appearing that's come forward here, and I feel this lady would probably be about 5'1", 2". She's just a small lady, Yvonne, and I'm a slim wee thing, and I'm very wiry, and I'm always on the go, and I never sat on my backside for 2 minutes. I was just one of these ladies that had to keep myself busy. And she's telling me here that you're like that. You just are always on the go. And she's asking you to take a wee bit time for yourself instead of everybody else. It's like you run after everybody else. And she's just taking your feet and she's putting your feet up here, and I don't know if you've got cold feet or bad circulation, and if it's not you, it must be somebody down and about you, because she's rubbing your feet here and getting your circulation going. So it's just her way of telling you that she's close to you, and she knows about the cold. She's telling me she knows about the cold coming really bad now, and she's telling you to keep yourself warm. And she's saying to you here, she wants to tell you, well, hold on, she's telling me about 20 things at once here. Your granny, right, fine. She's saying to me here, I have to give you November, which is, no, this is December, is it? Yes,
mm-hmm.
This is December. So she's given me November, so there had to be birthday past and anniversary in November. And she's also taken me to December time. You need to slow down and you're never off your feet, great. She's talking about December time, and there was a gentleman's passing, she's telling me, in December. She's telling me that. And she's saying to you here, she wants to say she's very proud of you because you're always helping everybody else. And now, I know you raise money, but she's talking about where you raise money for the kids. And she's saying to you, and every penny goes to that, every single penny. She said, I have to say, you're an honest lass. And she's saying, I'm so proud of you, and always will be. And she's talking about the family, where you're close to your family. Now, I don't know who's in your family, but she's talking about your family being very, very close. And she's saying to you here, it's like you all help one another and you're there for one another, and she admires this. She's saying she really likes that. And she's given me here, somebody's bothered with her stomach. And she's also, she's taken me to that yellow feather, you know that. She just pulled that yellow feather out, Yvonne, and she's on about stomach problems. Somebody had, or does, Your friend passed in December 6th. That's the passing name, Yvonne. That's just them shouting, telling your granny to tell you that they're okay. That's basically what that was. Because you're not going to get anyone else in but Granny, because Granny could speak forever. And she said to me, nobody else is getting in. She's saying, we've just not got time to let everybody in. But she's on about the stomach, and she's saying as well, I feel that somebody was bothered with their gallbladder at one time. I don't know if it's her or you. Oh, it's yourself, right? Because she keeps going on about the bile and gallbladders and all that. And she's talking about pain. You must get a lot of pain, Yvonne, because she's talking about pain and discomfort and all that kind of thing with the gallbladder and all that. She's talking about this and tablets and medication. Yeah. Oh, she's having a big sigh and she just put her shoulders down. And she's brought you in, it's like a wee collie dog that's come running in beside her, but there's also a staffy dog. She's brought a wee staffy dog in as well. And when the dogs come forward like that, it's always unconditional love. So she's giving you this, but she's saying to you, now I know this COVID has gotten everybody down and everybody's sick to death with it, but she's saying to you, you see this last 2 months, I'm sure about the bowel bladder, the stomach, it's no bowel, it's, what did I say? It wasn't a bowel.
Pancreas and gallbladder.
Yeah, your gallbladder. She's talking about this last 2 months when you've been, no, it's no side or nothing. No, it's nothing like that. She never mentioned that. Your Scrappy passed a year ago. Well, she's got it, and that's how she's bringing it in. She's letting you know. But the dog's coming in with unconditional love for you. It's got to be tail wagging here, and well aware of it. It's just come right close here. And she's saying to you here, this last 2 months, she's saying you've been a wee bit fed up with yourself, as everybody else has. But she's saying that it's not going to last forever, remember, she's saying. It's not going to last forever. But she's saying she knows that you're very soft. She's talking about you're very chicken. That's what she's talking about. You're chicken-hearted, and you feel for people, and you're feeling this quite bad because you're picking up other people's vibes, as the word that I could describe that as. But she's saying to you here, she's there, and you know what? You know she's there. She's telling me, you know when I'm around you. You know, she's saying. So I'm saying to her, you're going to have to step back now for time. But she just wants to say to you that she is with all the family. So, you know, don't think that I'm not. And she's going away because I'm telling her she has to go. She's giving you, you know, your red poinsettias. She's gave you a huge big one of that. That's for the Christmas. And she's talking about the red to cheer you up and give you energy, and this is what she wants to leave you with. So please take your grand's lovely one and know that she's there. I've got to give you Betty, she's saying. Tell her Elizabeth, Betty, Liz, Nell, Helen, Nellie, shouting all these names. So please just take her love. Thank you. Thank you, Yvonne.
Well done, Yvonne, because you're always such good support to us, and you don't often get a reading, so it's nice when you do. Really nice when we're drawn to you. Thank you. Richard, I wonder if you can put up picture number 2, please. And I'm going to say hello to people. Hello, Ruth. What I want you to do, everyone, is if you can just have a look at this picture. This is a young man. Hi, Emma. Good evening. The young man that Richard's putting up on screen just now would have had a bit of a skinhead, would have had really quite short hair. I had him come in earlier today. Now, he's not going to be a photographic representation of who it is, but if you can recognise this man, please shout out and let me know. Okay. Hi, Eileen. Hello, hope you're well. I know that this young man passed tragically, either through illness or accident or by his own means. Okay. Hi, Emma. If you do recognise him, could be friend, could be family, old workmate, a long, long time ago. But that young man came in really, really strong to me this evening, and I was really drawn to draw someone that had really, really close cut hair. Okay, there's Yvonne saying thank you. You're welcome, Yvonne. It's lovely to see you on, Yvonne. I hope you're doing well. You're such a lovely girl. Hi, Maria. Hi, I hope you're well, Maria. I hope you're having a lovely December. So if you do recognise that man, pop up. If not, I'm going to get drawn to someone. Now, one of the names that I got was Tom or Thomas. It doesn't have to be that man's name. It could be St. Thomas Road or St. Thomas Church or Tom or Tommy, but I definitely got that. I definitely got that name. In Scotland, it would be Tam or Tammy or something like that. Could be the same in Welsh, actually. I also got a name like Mikey or Michael or Mike that would connect into someone that is watching this evening. So if you can understand those names, put your hand up, shout out, say hello. In the meantime, I'll just say hello to anybody, and Richard will keep me right if anyone's taken this information on the comments, okay? Just have a little look at him. I feel this man would have maybe had an ear pierced as well. I dithered about whether to put it in or out. Couldn't decide if I wanted the earring out or in. I also dithered about putting tattoos on him. So you would also know someone here that's got the piercing or got the tattoo or something unusual as well. So if you can understand any of this, give me a shout, please. This gentleman would have been quite slim. And with him, I know that he stands with grandmother in spirit. I know that he stands with grandmother in spirit. And she's not a tall lady. She's very, very small and petite as well. She would have lost a lot of weight before she passes. So I've got a young man and I've got grandmother in spirit stepping forward. Is anybody claiming these people, Richard? That's okay. I'm not fussed. Terry Ball, good evening. Do you know what? Terry, hi, don't worry about it, Stephanie. There's lots of people been late today. Don't worry about it. We were nearly late today. Hello, I hope you're well. Can anybody take that now? One of the names that I do have written down is actually Terry. So I don't know if I meant to that was meant to come up at that time. Terry, if you understand this, I'm just going to, Terry, is it okay if I come to you? I'm just checking out. I've spelled that Terry differently. I've spelled it with a Y, but that doesn't matter. Terry, are you there, please? And we'll just say a quick hello to you. If this man isn't for you, don't worry. If you don't recognise the picture, don't worry. But I am going to get drawn to you, Terry, because I can feel the pull. When we say we feel the pull, it's like spirit just give us a little tug in that direction, and your name just seems to resonate with us, okay? Terry, this gentleman that I've got coming through, he wants to talk about a mum and a sister. Now, if it's not his mum and his sister, then you would understand where there is a problem with a mum and a sister, or a mum and a sister here that are maybe going through something just now. Perhaps it's you and a sister, or you and your mum. But I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm hearing, okay? I also need to connect to someone here that's a very, very deep thinker, a very deep thinker. I'm just going to give Terry a little bit of time to pop her name up there and just say hello to me. Terry, are you there? Oh, I can place the Michael too because on live tattoos don't know who shotgun hit at some point. Ah, right, Eileen. Keep listening, Terry. I'll just decide. Of course, Jill, thank you. Can the both of you keep listening until I decide who this person's with, okay? Whoever I'm with, you would understand the asthmatic, the person who either has the problem with the lungs, the lung condition, COPD, asthma, but Terry or Eileen, which one of you can take that? Because this will be the clincher for me about who I'm going to, because I've got a grand for one of you, and this man is for a situation between mum and sister. Ah, here we go. I knew it. Terry, would your grandmother be in spirit, please? Because I have got a gran standing here and I have got the young lad sitting with me. So I'll give two very quick readings if it's for two different people. Okay, Terry, I'm going to stick with you first. Okay, Terry, as I connect into you, I have an awful funny feeling in like my solar plexus between my stomach and my heart. So I know that someone would have had a problem in that area. The lady that's coming forward, she is not a very tall lady, and as I connect into her, she does this with her head. So I know that either someone here has the problem with the head, or a confusion in the head, or they're angry in their head, but there's also like the illness with the head, possibly the stroke, the aneurysm, the brain condition, dementia, because she's doing this with her head, saying I didn't catch him, you gave at the beginning, Jill, apologies. Yes, your grandma's in spirit. That's fine. Terry, I'm going to quickly work with you and then I'm going to jump to Eileen because I can't separate this two readings here. Okay. The information that I gave at the beginning was a name like Tom, Tommy, Thomas, or it could be St. Thomas, a church, a connection there, but I definitely got a name like that, like Tommy, Tom, Thomas, okay? Don't worry if you can't understand it, but I did get a Terry, which is why I was drawn straight to your name, so it could be just that they're calling out to shout to you, okay? There would be, Grandma was short, she had Alzheimer's, that's me placed the Gran, that's fine, I'm going to have the young lad for Eileen if she can take it. If not, Terry, just keep looking at the picture, okay? Terry, one of the other things that I got when I connected into you was this lady that I've got stepping forward is sort of touching her face and she's telling me someone has either a tooth missing, a broken tooth or a bad tooth, or they're scared of the dentist. But I want to go, we're married at St. Thomas. Fabulous, I've placed it, that's great. I love it when a plan comes together. I love it, love it, love it. It just shows you how good spirit are at getting this across, okay? There would be a grave that is really a place of thinking, a place of thinking. That's the only way that this lady is describing it to me. Like when someone visits this graveside, they would do a lot of thinking, they would put the world to rights. Some people don't ever go to visit graves, some people do all their thinking elsewhere, but I feel someone would visit a graveside and they would do a lot of thinking and maybe sort of have a look around, no one's listening, and have a little chat out loud and say, you know, well, Mum, I miss you, or well, Gran, you know, I'm really sorry you're not here, or this is going on in my life, okay? So I know that there would be a lot of talking to someone in spirit just now. Terry, you know, right now, I feel round about you, I keep getting drawn to your name in different ways of saying it. And I definitely feel someone round about you is being a bit of a terror, because the lady tells me that someone's being a bit of a terror, okay? I also feel like someone puts you on the spot, or you're being put on the spot in some way and pushed into making a decision or pushed down one road, okay? You've got some time alone to think. You know, I think that's your grandparents telling you they're hearing you. You're getting confirmation that, you know, that they're hearing you, Terry. They're hearing every word that you say, okay? Do you know, I'm going to stick my neck out here because she's telling me to be brave and say it, so I will. When you're in that graveyard, did you think you saw someone behind a grave, or it kind of spooked you out a little bit? I know that's easy to say about graveyards, but definitely I feel like you understand things. That's fine. I feel like you've had an experience, Terry. I feel like you've had a profound experience, okay? Terry, your Gran is making me feel like you've been through something, or someone hasn't treated you very nicely, or you've had to duck and dive someone else's challenging behaviour, shall we say. But I feel that, okay? She also talks about where someone's mood goes up and down, okay? There is also a part of you, I don't know where it is, that goes numb or gets pins and needles, because she gives me like a tingly feeling, like maybe your foot goes numb, you did behind a tree. That's exactly what I was thinking, like something teeting out from behind a tree, or just maybe seeing something. So thank you for confirming that. But I do get a feeling like pins and needles, or a funny feeling with you, Terry, that, you know, maybe it's a sign your circulation isn't quite right, okay? There's an L name and I'm trying to get it out of her. When I did that, that wasn't me, that was her. She's doing this little, you know, nothing bothers this lady. Nothing's bothering her. She's very sort of, I don't care, nothing's bothering her. She's asking why you've not picked up the pine cones. I don't know if you go walking somewhere or in that particular cemetery. Oh, you've got your legs and ankles that tingle. Grant's just keeping a check on that. Can you watch for pine cones? You know, some people get feathers, some people get robins. I know Miss Norma gets robins, but some people will get an unusual thing. And Gran is saying to me, can you watch for the pine cones? She must, your sister's the L name, thank you, because I wasn't quite getting it. Can you watch for the pine cones, please, Terry? Because I feel this is Gran's calling card, or it would be a memory of you making something with pine cones or collecting them or something, but definitely the pine cones, okay? Because Gran's bringing in a memory of that, okay? And the smell. Did someone do Avon? did someone sell Avon in the family? She's showing me, I don't know if she's just trying to be funny, but you know back in the day when you got different shaped soaps and fancy shaped bottles and things like that. She's showing me, your youngest is picking up the pine cones. Do something with them, Gran's saying. Do something with them. I'm going to leave you with that, okay? I'm going to quickly jump to this before I go. I know I'm doing two, but I really need to quickly jump and get this. Eileen Macy, if you can come up. Terry, your Gran's watching you. Your Gran is seeing what you're going through just now. Your Gran is on that walk with you. She's listening to you at the graveside. And you did the Avon. I feel someone still has something of that in the house. You know, if you look to my right there, I've got a tray of, it's a beautiful glass tray. It was my grandmother's, and it's one of these dressing table sets where you've got the ring holder and everything. It's about 60 years old, and I've got all my Gran's perfume on it, and I like to smell it now and then. So there would be something like that in your family that is a scent or a smell or is something pretty for a dressing table that would have had Avon things sitting on it. So take Gran's love, Terry. Eileen Mason, can I just quickly give you this? Just you take the Life and Tattoos short here. Yeah. Sorry, Norma, I'll be really, really quick, okay? It's just the way it's happened. It's just the way it's happened. Eileen, can you understand? So can I place that around me, Jilly? Eileen, see when this gentleman came through, he just went like that to school, to the government, to authority. He's that kind of person. If he was still here today, he would be marching at an anti-political rally of some kind, okay? You did the Avon as well. Well, that's great. That's how I'm jumping to you now with the Avon link that got me to jump to you, okay? He talks about the 1970s. He talks about, and I don't know if this is his era or he was born then, or you would know who was born then, Eileen, but he definitely spoke about the 1970s. He showed me things like punk rockers and, you know, when skinheads went about and they had like the black jackets with the tartan inside. He showed me that. He showed me Doc Marten boots with all the laces going up. So I know that you would know a person like that, or he would have known a person like that. But that very strong style image came in of that era. I don't know if you were a little bit of a girl back then, where you had the hair and everything, but he shows me things like Madonna, you know, fingerless gloves. Oh gosh, I'm going back. But he shows me all that. The other thing that he showed me was, you would have heard about, you kind of recognise his face. Don't worry, it'll come to you. Don't worry, because I know that face came through so strong. You know, quite thin in the face, quite sunken eyes, really short hair. It would have been quite dark at one stage, but he's a deep thinker and he's a nice lad. Quite misunderstood, I think. Possibly didn't go on at school. He's saying, no, I definitely didn't go on at school. But it doesn't mean he's not clever, because I do think there's a cleverness about him. He wants to connect into a mother or sister, but I know that he wants to connect into a female that's still here that he would know, okay? He talks about his granddad smoking a lot, or it would be your granddad that smokes a lot, Eileen. But I definitely get the man, the older man in spirit stepping forward that would have liked a cigarette or smoked a lot. So it's not granddad, a great uncle or an uncle, but there's definitely that feeling. I can't shift him whatsoever, okay? This guy had a style, but he's, oh crap, here we go. You have the Doc Martens, and you were a bit of a monkey. Oh, Eileen, we're going to need to know a lot more about that. Pull up a chair, everyone. We're away to get the gossip off Eileen. We want the pictures as well. So just know that he's appreciating your style, Eileen. He is appreciating your style, because that would have been his thing. He is talking to me also. It's like a name like Irene, or yes, big smokers. I know you're Eileen, but I got like an Irene or a Renee or an Ira, but there's a name like that as well that's kind of like yours, but maybe not quite. So we've got an Eileen or an Aileen or an Irene, but there's that kind of feel to it, like a double E sounding name as well, okay? Okay, there would also be, he wants to talk about the very tragic passing that kind of went through a family like a bowling ball, because he just shows me everyone, I think it could be his passing actually, yeah, where everyone just dropped to their knees and were shocked beyond shocked, absolutely shocked beyond shocked, okay? Big breath in, he's saying, Eileen, take a big breath in, because you could really go to town on a few people right now. He's telling me you could go to town on quite a few people. So big breath in, Eileen, he's saying, don't say what you want to say. Choose your words very, very carefully, because I feel people have pushed you to your limit. And now you're sort of trying to be very laid back about how not bothering, not bothering, not bothering. Good for you, he's saying. Good for you, because your uncle, that'll be fine, getting uncle. Good night, Irene, to me. Okay, well, there you go. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it when spirit do things like that, because that's very good evidence that they're around. Before I leave you, Eileen, would you understand where someone got medicine through something like a port or a tube or something? You know how they do that? Gosh, here's somebody. Oh, am I still on?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, sorry, my camera went off there. Someone got medicine through a port, like in their chest or in an arm or something. I don't know if this is a feeding tube or a chemo or something like that, but there would be talk about this where someone had to get medicine put into them in a certain way, okay? So I'm just going to leave you with that, okay? That's someone trying to call me while I'm on SPDV, so they're going to get their fingers wrapped. Thank you, Eileen. And if you want this picture, just message Richard at the end and it will get sent over to you, okay? Love and blessings from Spirit. Sorry, Norma, that took ages.
Oh, that's okay. You maybe thought I did, but I never.
Okay, I was trying to get it through as quickly as I could.
Okay. When they come in, you've got to let them in. You've got to let them.
I'm just going to charge my phone.
I can get this clear. How you clear? Get some names up and we'll see where we're going. I feel I've got that gentleman. You see that gentleman picture I had, Jill? Was that number 3 or 4?
3.
3. Okay. So I just feel he'll be my one, but I'm waiting to see the names first. Hazel Harris. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I skipped that. Daniela.
Hi, Daniela.
I'm typing Daniela. Yeah. Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Happy,
joy. What a great name.
Joy. Rhonda Robertson. Right, see Rhonda, I'm getting drawn to you. You see that picture, Richard, of number 3, the gentleman of number 3? Yeah. We don't see him, do we? We don't see it, do we? No. Okay, that's okay. Rhonda, that gentleman, I feel he'll be connected to you in some way, either if you're married or whatever, husband's side or your side, because I just got drawn to him when I seen your name there. So I won't see a photo of it, but there'll be some kind of resemblance with this gentleman. He was telling me he was a no-nonsense man, a no-nonsense man, and he called a spade a spade. And if he didn't like you, you would know about it. You'd know, okay. He would have nothing to do. You'd keep your arms length. But he's telling me here, he didn't believe in this spirit. This he's telling me it's loaded rubbish. That's what he's telling me, it's loaded rubbish. So I think he'd have to come cap in hand and admit that he was wrong, and he wasn't a gentleman to do that. Could you answer as soon as you can, Rhonda, please? Yeah, he wasn't one of these men that would do that, and I don't feel either that he was a gentleman that would have apologised. It wasn't one of these gentlemen either. As I say, I feel like he's quite a stern, quite a strict man in his own way. And I got the name of George or George or Geordie, and I got William or Bill as well. And he was giving me September and October and August these months. I'm just waiting on Rhonda. I don't know if she's there. She's not answering me.
Take a wee bit of time, I think.
Yeah.
She thinks it's her
stepdad. Oh, that's great then, Rhonda. That's great. And he came forward to you and he's got a black Labrador dog with him. Now, I'm not saying that was his dog or your dog, and he didn't believe. Right, got you. No, he's telling me that this to him would have been absolute rubbish, and he would have argued black-white about this, totally black-white about spirit world. He was just one of these people that was, you know what, I think he would have loved to have an argument. He would have loved to have an argument with you, because he's just standing and he's got that face on him as if to say, like, bring it on, and it's like, and I'm saying to him, I'm not going to argue with you, I couldn't care less. I'm saying to him, you know that we're right, if you're here speaking, you know we're right, but that's the way he was. And he's shown me as well where he was very, very set in his ways. And you would never have budged this man. And he's coming in because he's wanting to kind of is the word, apologise in his own way. That's a good one, Jill? He kind of wants to apologise, but oh, you buffer. That's what he said. And I'm laughing my head off here at him, but he's looking at me with that face, still that scowly face, as if to say, and it's just, he's just saying that he wishes that he had been more open. He'd been more open. He would say debate, yeah, that's a mild word for him, debate. But he is saying he wished he'd be more open with his family and that, he really does. But he was just, he's saying, I was just a grumpy, his words, he's saying, I was just a grumpy old git, and that's his words, no mine, that's what he's telling me. And he's actually laughing now, he's actually having a laugh about it. And I do feel from him, he's showing me like liver marks on his hands, you know, when they get to that age, when you get these liver marks, and he's showing me this, and he's telling me that he wasn't too great on his legs. He's on about his legs not being that great. So I feel he deteriorated rather than just passed very sudden. I feel he kind of deteriorated. That's the impression I'm getting from him. He's here. He was nice but shy, yes. He's given me James, James, Jimmy. He's given me that name as well. And Rhonda, would you know if there was any connections to the NCR? Now, I'm not from this area, but he's taken me to the NCR, so I'm not quite sure whereabout it was. I know that it's in Dundee someplace, I really do, but whereabout, I don't know. But he's taken me there. So somebody either worked in there, or they worked in one of the big, like Valentine's Timex or something like that, because he's taken me into a big factory setting and he's showing me this. Okay? And he's saying to you, there's changes of foot for deteriorate, yeah. He's talking about where there's changes of foot for you coming along, and he's taking me, no sure NCR, it'll be one of them, Rhonda, if you ask, one of these big factories at some place. He's talking about changes for you, and he's taking me into round about you and the family in the March time of next year. That's what he's saying to you here. Now I'm going to pull away. He's actually brought you in 2 children from spirit world, so there's 2 babies lost in the family, not necessarily yours, but they would be in the family. And they're grown up now, but he just wants to let you know that you've got them, they're there. And when I get them, his birthday, your mum was expecting in the Timex. Well, that's your link, Rhonda. That's your factory Timex link. That's good. But he's talking about the birthday, and that's what he's got the children in for. So there has to be a birthday round about now, just coming up, because he just wants to say happy birthday. You know, I'm saying from his face and that stern look at him, but to be honest, I feel from him it was a front, and I do feel he had a kind softy side to him. He wasn't all grumpy. He's telling me and he's laughing about it now. He's kind of broke these barriers down here. But he wants to say he's very much round the family. He's talking about for a keep saying a minute ago. There's a young person here, Rhonda, connected to you, whose doors are going to start opening for them. So I don't know if they're at college or university or something, but something's going to come along and it's going to take them on a pathway, which is their path. They're not on that path yet. They're going to be on this path, okay? And he's taking their hand and he's guiding them. So just watch whether that's coming along for somebody as well. And that'll be pretty soon. You tell me that's pretty soon. So please take his love. He's giving you a single rose. So there was a rose put in a coffin or on a coffin, not necessarily his, which is shown yet, but they're giving you this rose with great love. So please take his love and know that he's with you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That was lovely. That's a lovely message, Rhonda. There's a lot of evidence there that you could take, so that's good. We'll get some names. Let's say hello to some people. Do you want us to tell everybody what's on after us, Richard? Well, we'll get some names up. Hi, Rhonda. That was lovely. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Speak up, Miss Norma. It's because she's not got her microphone. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, just next time, just shout. Rebecca Riley, hello, Jilly Noma. Can you put up picture number 1, please, Richard? Again, if you recognise the picture, shout out. If not, don't worry, I'll get drawn to someone. But the names that are going to go with this picture that I'm about to put up are John, Alan and James. So these names would come in around about this picture somewhere, okay? While Richard's getting that up, we're going to give you time to look at the picture. I'll say hello to a few people. And if you're drawn to this man or you think you know him, then pop your hand up, shout out, say hello, get our attention, and I'll be drawn to who I'm going to go to, okay? So this man would connect in with the name John, Alan, James, okay? If you can take any of those names, then give me a shout and I will connect into you, okay? Hi, Claire Forbes. Hope you're having a good evening. She put her tree up this week. I saw that on Facebook. 2 trees. How extravagant.
Yeah,
a two-tree household. Hi, Stephanie. Here's a beautiful message. Both amazing. Love to come for one. For a loved one to come through for me one day. It's a bit muffled, Norma. June, that was a wonderful word.
I'll tell you. I've got a new phone, and I sent away for it an adapter for it, and with the microphone in it, and here it came today, but it's not working. So I've had to get it out. So that's why you're not hearing me as much. But the next time I'm on, you will.
Okie dokie. So there you go. I like that word. It's a bit muffled, Norma. That's a good old word, isn't it? A bit muffled. I feel a bit muffled today. Uncle John, Uncle Alan, my dad's name is Peter. Stephanie Ayres, it looks like we've got a winner here. Thank you for speaking up, Stephanie. I'm glad you popped on. I hope you can understand the picture, but don't worry if you can't. Sometimes when spirit comes through, they're not quite photographic. They're not quite exactly how they would be, okay? So the names, you can take the John and the Alan, okay? If you can recognise the picture, that's even better. Cherie, keep listening, okay? But I do feel that I was with the other lady, Stephanie, okay? Stephanie, if this gentleman's for you, you would understand the month of October for either a birthday, a passing, something slightly resembles from granddad in the picture, but you'll wait. That's great. I'm going to go with you, okay? Stephanie, I have to link into someone who passes with cancer in the family as well, okay? Because I do get a feeling of absolute sickness, absolute worry. You know, there is a certain feeling that I, as a medium, I don't know if other mediums get it. When you connect in a cancer connection, I get flooded, and I do mean flooded with, from diagnosis to pain to finding something, the dreaded words that you get, and it hits me like a wall. And I feel somewhere in the family for you, there would be cancer, because I get hit with the diagnosis, the worry, everything. Dad's birthday was in, that's fine, okay. Stephanie, you would also understand someone who I feel you would have been very aware of their breathing. You would have heard like lots of fluid in the throat, or a cough that just wouldn't go away, or a deep-seated wheeze or something. Peter and James, great, that's fine. So I definitely have to give you that. The gentleman, he had the cancer. Okay, I definitely got the feeling high up in the neck or high up in the chest, where it's like a little bit of a, sounds really awful to say, I try to avoid this, but a little bit of a rattle, a little bit of a noise in the chest area, breathing out, and then I can hear something. This gentleman also showed me, and if it's not for him, I'll be surprised, but someone whose eyes kind of went a funny colour, like a little bit yellow, or the skin's a little bit yellow as well. It's got an unusual tinge to it, an unusual colour, okay? His eyes, he is telling me, people said his eyes were gone, or you couldn't see him in his eyes anymore. He kind of left before his body did, to give you that, okay? He brings in connections of going back to someone that would have had the motorbike or had an interest in motorbikes or motorbike racing or something. He did. Right, that's fine. He's also talking about either a cat or you heard that, okay, a cat or a cat scan. I can't decide which it is, because I wrote down cat because he said cat, and I automatically thought it was a pussycat, but then he said cat scan. So I don't know if someone's had headaches that they're thinking, oh, but I know that in family, you know, when you get someone, and I must admit, I can get a bit like this sometimes, where you have a headache and it doesn't go away, and you start thinking all sorts of, oh God, what if it's this and what if it's that? There would be someone in your family who's a bit worried about things, or can over process thoughts, or, oh, you know, you got a cough and it's like, oh God, what is it? But that kind of person, there would be someone like that, okay? He also showed me, the only way I can describe it is the big church, or the big, it's almost like St. Paul's Cathedral, or a big famous church somewhere that would have been known, or on the TV or something, that he either visited, you either visited, but he does bring that in, or going to a service at a big church, someone's very important wedding, or very important funeral, or very important service, okay? I also want to do a bit of saluting, so I know that someone would have stood with a flag, either on Armistice Day or the Poppy Days or something, but I know that there's a ceremony, you know, someone would have had something like that, okay? I also have to say, Stephanie, I'm going at 100 miles an hour here. This man just wants to get loads and loads out to you just now, okay? Okay, where are you going to go with that? Okay, he takes me into the kitchen and he shows me, oh, I've not seen this in years. You know when you get the cooker and it's got the rings that light up and glow bright red? He shows me someone always lighting a cigarette off them, and there being little black marks on it where someone keeps doing that. You've had migraines, and you're with my dad who's on it, then okay, he's just let me know and just let you know that he is aware of the situation. He is watching what's going on there, okay? Because he did say that there was the worrying and the processing a medical issue, okay? I hope you can take, yeah. Yeah, Richard's just given out some great advice that I would give out. You know, I drink this. What a lot of people don't know about me, Stephanie, is 5 years ago I had a massive brain hemorrhage, and it's left me with the most crippling migraines, and I have to drink water all the time. If I even get slightly dehydrated, I'm in trouble. So make sure that you drink plenty of water, but migraines are not pleasant. You really have to get help for them. So Grandad's probably coming in saying, listen to your parents, go and talk to someone about it, because they can be really, really quite awful, okay? You also need to just, oh gosh, here he goes. Can you take the name Audrey? If it's not the name Audrey for someone in the family, then he's talking to me about Audrey Hepburn, like Breakfast at Tiffany's and that, My Fair Lady. My granddad used to light cigs off the rings. I knew someone did. I feel Grandad got into an awful lot of trouble with these cigarettes, either leaving them burning on the edge of furniture or ash dropping somewhere. I feel someone went behind him, scooping up the ash and scowling at him, and you know, and he's just cackling with laughter. I also feel what Grandad has shown me is he would have got a lot of, you need to stop smoking, Grandad. Grandad, listen to you. Oh, his chest's not bad, but he'll not stop smoking. So I know that Grandad got a little bit ragged about that, okay? He has just shown me a canal or a waterway with boats on it. It's not a lake and it's not the sea. It's like a canal or a waterway or a place where people went to work where water or something came in. Grandad knew an Audrey, fine. He's just going on about that, okay? There's also a connection to like the scouts or the guides, all right? Because I keep going back to these, you know, it's like kids standing in uniforms with their scout uniform doing the scout salute or the scout promise. So I couldn't tell you what it is. I was a bit of a naughty girl. I never went to good things like that. Did you, Norma? No, I was hanging about the back of places being really naughty, you know, swearing and rolling my jeans up and things that my mum didn't know about. I think there's a lot of us out there. But definitely, you need to listen to Grandad. He knows what's going on right about you. He just gave me the number 6 as well. So that would be either, for me, when I get a number, when I'm doing spirit work, it would either be a day or a month or on a door. I don't know why, but it's always day, month or on a door. So 6. I have to give you that as well, okay? The name Charles, he was in the army. Right, very proud of that, still talking about it. The name Charles would be important. I also have to tell you, the last time I got Saint, and it was like St. Thomas. With you, it's like St. Margaret's or St. Martin's or St. Mary's, but there's definitely a saint name coming in for you as well, Stephanie, okay? Stephanie, he's just said to tell you, oh, wow. It's very symbolic. I don't know why you show me this, but he's saying tackle it like a rugby player. So there's something that you need to get your head down and charge at, to score a goal, to win, to fight for. He's given me the feeling that you've maybe been going into something quite like a ballet dancer, but he's saying go in like a rugby player, okay? I hope you can understand that, Stephanie, because he's very, very adamant about it. Get your head down and charge forward. Don't look at what's going on around about you. Just charge forward. Charles was his dad. Oh, that's ace. That is great that you've given me back that, because that tells me that he is right and I'm picking him up right. That's great evidence. Get your head down and charge forward, girlie, okay? Stephanie, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, okay? Lots of love from Grandad. And again, if you want this picture, you can take it to show Mum and Dad. Speak to Richard afterwards and he'll get it sent over to you, okay? Lots of love, Stephanie, and I'll hand you over. Trying to focus on a course, but I'm not motivated. Well, here we go. What we do the best here at SPTV is motivation, okay? Me and Norma would never have thought this time 2-3 years ago that we would be working online, talking to people in Tennessee, Boston, Canada, United Arab Emirates. We never thought we would be running groups and workshops and speaking to people like yourself on SPTV. And here we are, 2 little ladies that are not quite past their sell-by date, but we're not in the spring of our youth sort of thing. Stephanie, you can do anything. You can do anything. Come on, girl. Keep us posted how well you're doing, because we really are interested in you. You can't stop looking at my candle behind me. That candle's pretty cool, isn't it? It's pretty cool. I've had it years and years and years. Years and years and years. It's a bit dodgy now, but great. You can say hello to some people now, Norma. That's your turn now, and motivate the public and get them going.
I was looking at that candle as well now, so I'm sitting looking at that and not you. I'm just liking all the bonny colours.
I'm going to get it to show you. You carry on and say hello to people.
Right, okay. Right. When we get names up, Richard, then I'll be able to. There it is. There we go. There we go.
Isn't it lovely?
It's that colour I love. Is it like it's like a lava lamp, isn't it?
It spins and it makes all the glitter go round. See, we'll do it again.
I like the green.
Yeah.
I like green.
There we go. There we go. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
There we go.
Isn't it
cool? Picking that off.
It's very hypnotising. Very hypnotising.
Out the bed.
Hello, Rebecca.
Yes, yeah.
Desiree.
Desiree.
Miss Shanti. I like that name. Hi, Mia. I hope you're well.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a good evening.
Nobody's saying where they're from. Come on, people.
Hi, Ruth. Ruth's on quite
I'm
often.
going to go to the town then. I'm just getting stopped at your name. That was fine. You came up there. Just got stopped here.
Okay.
Now, if I'm with you, I've got this drawn here. Let's just see that drawn number 4, lady. Let's try that one. As we say this, it's not a photograph, but there'll be a resemblance of some description somewhere with this lady. But I'm getting the name of Margaret or Meg or Peggy or Maggie coming forward, and I'm also getting the name of John or James or Jim or Jock or Jack. That name coming forward here. And I feel that this lady that I have got here was a very family orientated lady. She's just telling me she was one of them that was maybe went backwards for her family. And she's now there's another thing. Now I already said that earlier on the night that she's on about gallbladder problems. My God, I'm getting all the gallbladders now. She's on about gallbladder. So whether somebody in spirit had that or somebody here has bothered with that, she's talking about that as well. But she is a very down to earth lady. There's no airs and graces with this soul. And she's just saying you took her as you found her. You know, there was nothing. She wasn't one of these that would have put the makeup and that on to tell me, but if she was going someplace special, she might have put a wee bit of lipstick on. But she's saying she was always clean and very neat and very tidy. And I'm getting bleach here. So she must have liked using the bleach. Must have. Okay. Right. She's talking about as well where I'm getting August, September, November. So it's just been a passing or a birthday in November there, but she's giving me these anniversary dates as well. And she's actually, I'm seeing somebody heavy smoker, what's it make me cough? And I'm seeing nicotine fingers here, and I'm going, but this is a gentleman, it's no her. I'm going back with this man, he just appeared here and he's showing me his nicotine fingers, but I'm like captain full strength and senior service and Woodbines. He's saying Woody Woodbine, so I'm going back and kindly him. Think it's your nan, that's great, Ruth. This gentleman just stepped in with us here, and I don't feel this gentleman lived till a ripe old age. I feel I would have been in my 60s with this man if he's coming in here. But he's on about his lungs and he's smoking and his chest. And this is what he's on about. And he's telling me there was Navy links. Now, I'm not saying he was in the Navy, but he's talking about where there was Navy links, okay? And he's also talking about here, he's taken over now. He's also talking about there's someone connected to you somewhere who has different coloured eyes. Tell me this. Or they did. Somebody did. They're maybe in the spirit now, but somebody did. Now, my grandson does. My grandson's got a blue eye and a brown eye. But he's telling me that somebody's got a different coloured eye. Okay. Now, the lady's stepping forward a wee bit again. She's kind of shoved him to the side. She's talking about where there was somebody lived in a cul-de-sac, or they do now. She's just taking me in there. It's either a memory or she just knows it. Now, she's taking my voice away here. So I know that this lady was really struggling to talk at the end because she's taken it away. It's just the way they work. And she's talking about she had so much to say, this lady. And you know what? I don't feel she was an old lady when she went over to the spirit world, because she's saying to me, it was just my time. As simple as that. It was just my time, she's saying. But people here were saying she went before her time. And she's saying, no, she never, because she found out that it was her time. That's what she keeps saying to me, it was my time. But I feel that, oh, can she? My father-in-law, my son had the picture as well. Looks like a man. Oh, dearie me. Right, okay, well, I'll work with the two of you then, Ruth and Desiree. I'll work with the two of you. Desiree, she was a heavy smoker. Okay. Her husband was in the Navy. He's been on as a child with different coloured eyes.
Yeah.
He'll be in my life then. Ruth, you're getting dumped, I think. Desiree's dumped.
That's a clincher.
Unless you could take different coloured eyes, because that's something a definite. That's a definite from evidence from spirit world, as Jill was saying. They give you something
specific.
Yeah, definitely. So just listen, Ruth. I feel that I will be with Desiree then, if she can understand that. And Desiree, can you understand where the lady's showing me? It's like a cul-de-sac where either somebody lived in there or does, because it's just like a memory that she's showing me here. I'm down this dead end street, like she's talking about where all the children that used to run about and play with one another, and she's saying they were the days when you could do that. This is what she's talking about here. And this lady, she's saying to you, I want to say, she's saying that this last 2 years for yourself, there's been a lot of ups and downs, but she's saying you're on the right path now. So she's not telling me, and I'm not asking her, and we wouldn't say it on this open for everybody who knows your business, but she's telling you you're on your right path now, and she's giving you a pat on the back, and she's telling you, well done. Okay, they're living in the cul-de-sac. Can you understand where Gran's giving you a pat on the back, Desiree, and she's telling you well done for something that you've done, and she's telling you head up. I'm laughing at her here. Cover your ears, Richard. She's saying to me just now, head up and boobs out and get walking. That's what she's saying. So head up, chest out, off your top. That's what she's saying. But she's saying boobs out, head up. She was one of these ladies that, as I said, she didn't mention her words, this lady, but she would have stood up for you. No end, this soul, no end. And she's got a heart of gold, a real heart of gold here. And she's saying to you here, I've got to bring in a blue budgie. She's bringing you in a blue budgie. So she had it, or a gentleman had it. And when I get the buds, it's always joy and happiness, because she's saying to you, you've not had that lately and you deserve it. And she's saying, you're putting on a really brave face at this moment, but inside you're not feeling it. Yes, you've been struggling. You're not feeling it, but she's telling you you're on the right road. So up and forward and on you go. And she's behind it, and she's just pushing you all the way. I could see her. She's just got her hands up. She's pushing you on the back all the way along the path. And she's brought a big Alsatian dog in. Now, I used to say Alsatian dogs, and somebody used to get me into trouble and say they're German shepherds, but I would call them Alsatian dogs. But anyway, she's brought in an Alsatian dog here, so somebody had that day. But she's bringing that dog in here to take you forward and for strength and support, this big dog. And I really feel this dog, when it was here, was like a one-person dog. It really was very... Used to have a blue budgie called Bluey. Now, how did I not think about that when I said I have a blue budgie? Actually says his name was Bluey, was it? I got that. I wonder if that one the last time. Remember I said I got Joey, it was Joey the budgie. Remember the last time? If that woman's on the line, she can say whether the budgie was called Joey or not. But anyway, Desiree, I'm going to have to break my link here and let Jill up. But just know that your family is very, very with you, very, very much love to you from your family here. And she's just talking about, she says, can I say, somebody's getting awful bothered with her knee, and she's given a lot of healing on that. And she's saying, I don't know if it's arthritis or what's in it, but it's like 5 or 6. Got 5 in, but I'll tell you what, the one that she brought in, he was that's a big lad. I tell you, that was a big dog, big head, big Alsatian, that one. So that's the one she brought in. That's fine. So I mean, she'll have all these dogs by the by, and you see, when we pass over, we get all our pets back. So it's like they keep them for us and they look after them for us, and then when we get over to the spirit world, we'll get them all back. So how exciting is that? I get all your wee doggies back. But anyway, I'm waiting on the flowers now, please, Granny. I have to stop speaking. She's brought you in carnations, Desiree. Pink carnations, big bouquet, beautiful perfume, she's telling you. And before she goes, I'm saying to her, please, the last thing, I'm not saying any more of that. She's talking about where you must smell of her perfume, because when she's bringing in the flower perfume of the carnation, she's telling me, you smell her perfume, there's a perfume smell in the house at times, and she's saying it's me. So please take her love, and I'm just having to shut her off now. She could speak all night. But thank you for speaking up, Desiree. And sorry you got dumped.
It happens. It happens. Yeah. That was nice hearing about the dogs. It's 4 years today that I lost my dog.
Oh, was it?
My little Dilly dog. Dilly, she died 4 years ago today, on the 1st of December.
Mine's not that far away from singing either, because I got floppy for and it was about 6 months when
I've now got a crazy dog called Luna. A lot of people have met Luna here, and she is absolutely nuts. Anyway, that was a great message for Desiree. So we'll say hello to some more people. Hope you can tell us where you're from. Tell us if you've got your tree up yet. If it's not your thing, just say where you're from. There's Sally Worker. Hello, Sally. Hope you're good today. Having a good day. She's on our group. She pops in to say hello. Hello, Victoria. Hey, are you still doing readings? Yes, we're still doing readings, Victoria. That's what we're here to do this evening, give you readings. Norma and I work with a bit of art. We do colours, we do feathers. You're breaking up. Yes, I used to smell her perfume.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Very, very good. Nice to hear all that evidence is getting taken, because it's good for us to hear that it is getting taken. It keeps us going and inspires us to keep going. So the next reading that I'm going to do, I'm going to select some cards. I don't often get time to do cards, but I really enjoy doing them when I do cards. And my thing is working with feathers. Danielle, Venice, wow. You know this, I'm going to go to Daniela. Daniela comes on every week. She's a very good supporter. Hi, Mia from USA. Hi, Daniela. It's lovely to connect to you this evening. I hope it's lovely weather in Venice where you are. New Hampshire, USA. Don't forget to pop on our page as well and say hello on the Jilly Noma page. We're doing giveaways right up till the 19th of December. Hi, Christine from Caterham in Surrey. That must be a nice place down there. Surrey's a nice place. I've not been there, but I have friends that go down there. So I'm going to go to Daniela, but it's still nice to see everyone. Tina, hello, just getting after a hell of a shift. Oh, Tina, what do you do? Oh, it sounds like you've had a long, hard day. We're all appreciative of everyone that works just now, all the key workers. Hi, Daniela from Venice. Daniela, I've picked some cards here while I was waiting on Norma working. And what I've noticed about these cards that I've picked for you, okay, I'm just going to give you a quick look. I'll just try and hold them up very carefully to the screen, okay? The cards that I've picked for you, they're all very female-dominated cards. So that tells me there's a strong female line going through your family. There maybe would have been a strong grandmother, a strong mother, or you're having to be strong just now. But I definitely have to talk about the group of strong women in the family. Proud patron here. Well done, Daniela. We're very appreciative of you. So going back to your cards, this strong female energy, sometimes I feel that you can come across as a strong female, but underneath you're maybe maybe struggling a little bit, maybe trying to find your feet. Right now, round about you, either in a work situation or a family situation, I have like a grandmother stepping forward for you as well here. And she tells me about the name that starts with the R. She's drawing a big R. Ruby, Ruth, Rachel, I don't know what the R name is, but she shows me the big letter R, and I definitely feel it's for a female name. Okay, as I connect into this lady, I'm kind of gasping to get my breath. I feel like oh, and I'm getting piano music. I've just saw fingers on a piano, so I know that someone would have owned a piano. Strong women in the family, kind of like mine. We're all women in our family. So I have to also give you like piano fingers, or someone that can tinkle on a piano or could pick out a tune. But I definitely see the white and black keys. I'm definitely seeing the white and black keys in there for something, okay? Now, when I bring in the link about the strong family, this lady is telling me there would be someone round about you or a partner who is having to deal with a strong, feisty woman at the moment. It could be a boss, it could be a friend, but I feel like someone's crossing a line or not being very nice. And I do feel they come across a bit bossy or a bit, yeah, we'll think about the R. We'll think about the R. It's definitely in there. It's like Rosetta, Rosanna, who knows? We'll give you the R. 2 days from now, you'll remember what it is, and that'll be it. This lady comes in telling me there's a big decision to be made right now, and it's written all over this card. A big heartfelt decision. Oh, your dad used to play the piano. This is fabulous. I love it when they do this, because they show me it. I get the pictures flash in my head and I hear it. So I know that I'm right with the R name as well, because that's too much specific evidence. So the R name will be in there somewhere, okay? There's something you need to release, Daniela, because this card is all about making decisions. But to make the decision to move forward, you have to release something that's holding you back. Just the way it is. You have to give something up to take something on. Sometimes we can't see the door that's opening in front of us because we're too busy looking at the one that we want to close behind us. If we just forget the door altogether, leave it, it'll shut itself, and move forward into what's coming for you. But definitely a big heartfelt decision needing to be made, either a work thing, a family thing, a moving thing, a home thing, a repositioning. But I definitely get the feeling, Daniela, I need to reinvent yourself to find the new you. No, not the new you, the real you, she's just said. Find the real you, the one that you know that is inside that not everybody gets to see, okay? There's also a need for someone to kind of detox their diet a little bit, to watch what they eat, or take note of the, I have to do this, take note of the foods that make you feel not quite so well. Do I have a headache today? What have I eaten? Do I feel great today? What have I eaten? But there's a need to take note of what's been eaten by yourself or by someone round about you to really connect the dots together for a little issue that's going on, either with the gut or the stomach or the chest or something like that, or headaches or something, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also have to give you the number 7. So that would be July, or it would be the 7th of a month, 7 in a family, 7 on a door. But I have to give you the number 7. 7 would be significant in some way. It could be 1977, I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know about this big decision. Definitely a big decision needs made. I feel like you've got something laid out in front of you and you just don't know what to do about it. But I definitely feel it's got to do with finding the real you, or being truthful with yourself about what you like and what you don't like. Big decisions for me are deciding to not care what other people think. That would be a big decision for me, okay? So just watch out where you're not really being true to yourself about something and you need to make a big decision about, are you ready to just be who you want to be, okay? Now, if I go back a week with you, your partner doesn't eat properly. You want to introduce them to mine? That would be an interesting little chat. I want to go back about a week with you where I need to talk about either someone was feeling a bit under the weather, or you would understand someone who works in either healthcare or there's a worry about health, but it came up about a week ago, or someone was under the weather about a week ago, because the lady takes me back a week. About a week ago also, I get this a lot, this lady was listening to you and your thoughts when you went to bed one night a little bit upset or a little cheesy, a little bit not yourself in some way, but she was in round about you with that as well. There's also a need to research the family tree. Now, if this isn't for you, hold on a minute. See that born on the 7th. Okay, that's great. That's how she brought that up. If 7 is your number, there you go. There is the R name. Now, I want you to go to your partner's side of his family for the R name. The R name would be in that family, okay? Because she's just told me, no, that side of the family. There would also, the health thing would also be on that side of the family. So I need to go to that side of the family as well, okay? There's been a lot of hard work put in somewhere also, a lot of hard work put in, and it's coming to fruition. So now what do we do? Now what do we do? That's me, I was worried. Now, that could be what the big decision is, Daniela. Sometimes the decision is to decide not to worry about something anymore, and just what happens, or allow something to come, or let the feeling wash over you, okay? Now, the feather that I picked for you will tie in with that, okay? I love the black feather. It's one of my most favourite feathers. And when people pick the black feather, or I get drawn to pick it for you, sometimes people go, oh, no, it's black, that's a terrible, oh, it's doom and gloom. Not at all. Black is the colour of rest. Black is the colour of the night time, when everything's calm and quiet, the world goes to sleep. Black is the colour when your brain starts to connect to spirit and your body closes down for a while. It's the colour of rest. It's the colour of recovery, okay? So I feel there's a lot of that needed round about you, a lot of rest, a lot of recovery, a lot of thinking, recouping, reevaluating a situation as well. But definitely this lady would walk round about your bed at night listening to your thoughts and bringing a little bit of comfort. And I know that about a week ago she picked up on the worry because she told me about it and you've confirmed it, okay? Where are you going to go with that? She just showed me you're worried about your health, okay. Rest, you love black, yeah. When you like black, everybody I think goes through a period of time where they like to wear black. Wear black just now. And sometimes people would say to you, oh, wear bright colours because that cheers you up. I kind of have this thing where bright colours invigorates you and makes you a bit anxious and fretful. If you were to take an autistic child and put an autistic child in big, bright, bold colours, they wouldn't feel very rested. They would be fractious and very upset. Try wearing calming colours, Daniela. Try putting everything in absolute darkness at bedtime. Try to listen to Gran at bedtime and let the worry go there. You feel someone around your bed. It's her. It's her that's coming in, okay? She's making me very aware that I'm soothing. I want to be soothing you, okay? So she's bringing in a lot of soothing, a lot of calm. She just showed me someone that was on crutches. I don't know if someone had an operation on a leg or broke a leg or broke an ankle, but it's like a big thing on a leg or a foot, someone on crutches. So she brings that in as well, Daniela, okay, just as a memory or for something that's going on, all right? I'm just going to leave you with that, okay? But before I leave you, she made me, I was aware that I wanted to put my hands in a praying position, okay? So I don't know if this lady was religious or you are religious, but I know that I'm doing a prayer. I'm sending a prayer up for all good outcomes, all the best outcomes, and thinking about things on the highest level that we possibly can, okay? So just, I want to blow kisses to you, like she's blowing kisses at you, for you to catch, all right? So take her love, Daniela, and whatever it is your problem is, you're in the right group, and just like Wendy at the start, we'll send out love and healing to you as well, okay? Take care, and thank you for being a patron on SPTV, okay? Thank you, Daniela. Okay. Well, that's us finished for this evening. I hope you've enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it. The next time we see you, she was very religious. Thank you, Daniela. It's nice to get confirmation. Thank you, everybody, for coming on and watching Jilly Noma again. Before we go, don't forget to go on our page because we are having a Christmas night on our page. December the 19th. It's free. Just pop on and say hello. It's just like this, but on our page, we're just going to do a live. We'll be thinking about all your loved ones that you're missing at Christmas, there will be a raffle to win a night with 5 friends like this online with Jill and Norma. Or if you live close by us, we'll come to your house when we're allowed to do it. And you'll win a free reading with Norma and a free reading with me. So if you're interested in that one, pop on. Okay. Thank you for letting us be on again. Thank you to Richard. And I'll let Norma say good night to some people. All right, okay. After us, it's say names again because I'm really slow. Tyler and there we go. Ricky and Tyler from Divine Sparkle. That's 10:30 p.m. UK time. Okay, that's tonight. And then we have, oh yeah, tomorrow evening we've got Live with Spirits, live free readings, and that's every Wednesday. So it's Wednesday night from 8 p.m. right here again on Spiritual Psychics TV, live on YouTube. So everybody pop on. All right, Polly, Hartnett and Lisa, we've got a trance demonstration, and non-patrons, that'll be £10, patrons £8. Can't quite see the angel members, Richard, because it's off. Oh, can you see that? That's fine. Norma, you crack on then, Norma. Off you go.
It was £5, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Trance is great. Trance is absolutely great. You have to come on and see that. It's very interesting. So I hope you'll be interested in that. So thank you everybody for watching us. I hope you enjoyed we've had art, we've had feathers, we've had cards, we've had a bit of a laugh, and we've had a sparkly candle. So night, Lisa. She's saying hello. I'm leaving my sparkly candle. I don't even remember where I got it, but I just love it. Everybody loves it. Night, Sally. So is that straight after you? 10:30, that's on, Cherie. 10:30 UK time, because I know you're in Australia, sweetheart. So Divine Sparkle, that's at 10:30 with the 2 guys that come on. They're very good. Michelle, I'm going to watch playback. Love you too. You were the first people I saw on SPTV, and you still came back. Wow. Thanks, Michelle. I feel really chuffed. Thanks, Eileen. Oh, you're welcome. Imagine that. Us being the first faces that they saw on SPTV. They're still here.
Still watching. My God.
Still watching. They've not run to the hills. It's a surprise Richard hasn't.
Watching us.
I know. Well done. Well done. Lovely to see you all. I know we're having a few connection issues, so I won't keep everybody much longer. So we'll just say good night to everybody, okay? Thanks again, everyone, and thanks to Richard. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. There you go for your pictures. Email info@spiritualproductions.co.uk. Give Richard the number of the picture that you were given, okay? I know, I was going to pick you up on your grammar, but I thought, it's a bit rude. The number of the picture you was given, that sounds like your accent. I can hear Richard saying that in my head. But I know, I would have said where as well. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoy your pictures. If you let your friends and family see it, they can probably recognise the pictures as well. But I think most of them have been taken this evening, so that's great news for us. And some great evidence from Spirit World, and we're thankful to the Spirit World for coming in again and helping us this evening. We're always conscious of where the mess.
That's okay. Right. We've lost Jill there, everybody. But we're away to close anyway. So thank you all for coming on. We totally enjoyed that show tonight. And thank Richard for doing it, enabling us to do it. If it wasn't for Richard putting the shows on, nobody would be here. So we're away now. So thank you very much. Until next time. Bye. Bye, everybody. Okay, thank you.